Who's ready to play ball? After a 4-month delay, the 2020 Major League Baseball season is finally here. And over this past off-season, which was so very long ago, we saw a number of teams making changes to their logos and uniforms, adding a new patch, adding a new cap. So here today, we'll be recapping all the new looks, logos, uniforms, jerseys that you can expect to see on the ball field during the 2020 season. Starting with the biggest change this season, Nike has taken over from Majestic as the league's on-field uniform supplier. With this comes something I'm sure you've all noticed already, the addition of the Nike logo to the front of every on-field jersey. A move that has upset many baseball traditionalists and uniform purists. Originally, this deal was made with Under Armour with their UA logo appearing on the front, but the company had to pull out of this agreement, allowing Nike to come right in and take over the deal. As far as teams go, the Milwaukee Brewers arguably made the biggest change of the offseason when they finally listened to the Bring Back the Ball and Glove crowd. The new 2020 version of the classic logo was designed by Rodney Richardson and his team at Rare Design. The logo itself is largely a throwback to what the team used from 1978 through 1993, but with several updates. The colors have been darkened significantly, and the entire logo is now enclosed inside a circle. The baseball has updated its stitching, has been centered within the palm of the mitt, and the webbing of the glove is now connected. The Brewers will have 4 new uniforms to go along with the new logo: a cream uniform for home games with a white pinstripe alternate version. On the road, there's your traditional road gray and a navy blue alternate jersey with Milwaukee scripted across the chest in gold. The Brewers will also wear a special 50th anniversary patch on the sleeve of all their jerseys this season. Next up is the San Diego Padres, who, like the Brewers, finally did as the fans had long been asking for. Brown and gold is back in San Diego. The Padres are turning back the clock and embracing the colors they wore from 1969 through the mid-1980s. At home, the Padres are wearing white pinstripe uniforms with brown caps, while on the road they've opted for a brown jersey rather than the standard road grays. The Padres will have a grayish option for road games should their opponents choose to wear a dark-colored jersey that day. And yes, the swinging Friar logo is back. It'll be worn as a sleeve patch on all of the team's uniforms. In Arizona, the Diamondbacks have gone and undone some of the more unusual aspects of their uniforms. The gradient snakeskin patterns are gone from the caps and jerseys, as are the extra dark gray road uniforms. What we're left with is a much more traditional look across the board for the D-backs, jerseys that are free from clutter, solid color caps, and a more familiar shade of gray on the road uniforms. The Cincinnati Reds have a new alternate uniform. Replacing their red jersey from last season, the new Reds look includes the team name scripted across the front of the jersey in white, with their mascot on the sleeve. In Kansas City, the Royals will be wearing a memorial patch on the right sleeve of all their jerseys throughout the 2020 season. This memorial patch is being worn in honor of David Glass, who owned the Royals for 20 years and sold the team just prior to his death on January 9, 2020. The patch features Glass's initials DG in blue with a gold crown above it. The Minnesota Twins have a new powder blue uniform, which they'll be wearing in honor of the club's 60th season. The powder blue jersey was designed to resemble what the club wore from 1973 through 86, except now it's a more modern button-up jersey instead of the old pullover. The Twins will also be wearing a 60th season patch on the right sleeve of all of their uniforms. The patch shows a combined Minneapolis and St. Paul skyline behind the Stone Arch Bridge over the Mississippi River. The Pittsburgh Pirates will have new gray road and black road alternate uniforms this season. Both uniforms feature the same retro-inspired scripted Pittsburgh wordmark across the front of the jersey. Pittsburgh previously wore this style of script across their road jerseys for 11 seasons, starting in 1990 through 3 straight NL East Division championships before dropping them following the 2000 season. The Pirates will also have a new cap next season. The black cap has a gold P on the front outlined in black and gold and is set to be worn with those new black alternate uniforms. The San Francisco Giants will be celebrating the 20th anniversary of whatever the name of their stadium is this year with a special uniform patch. The patch shows a silhouette of the statue of Willie Mays, which can be found outside the stadium, and reads 20 at 24 in orange. The 20 at 24 references 20 years at 24 Willie Mays Plaza, the stadium's address. This patch will be worn on the left sleeve of each of the Giants jerseys throughout the 2020 season. The most minor of changes come to the St. Louis Cardinals this year. The team has tweaked their STL logo on their cap. What they did was they removed some of the inconsistencies that can be found on the logo, most notably the pointed edges that you see at the ends of the S, the L, and the T, and they just sort of cleaned things up, made things a little more consistent. This change applies to both the Cardinals' red and blue caps, both which feature that STL logo. The Texas Rangers made several changes to their uniforms for the 2020 season. First of all, it's an all-new, all-powder blue uniform. That is powder blue cap, jersey, and pants. They will wear this for every Sunday home game this season. This powder blue uniform comes with a brand new Rangers scripted word mark across the chest, which can also be found on the team's new home uniform. Texas has been removed from that jersey, and the Texas flag patch has been reduced slightly in size. The red alternate jersey has also seen some changes with thicker striping on the sleeves and a brand new red cap featuring the state map of Texas. The Rangers will also be wearing a special commemorative patch marking the inaugural season for their brand new Globe Life Field. Well, the Toronto Blue Jays may not have a home stadium, but they have a pretty good looking new powder blue uniform with a new navy blue cap. The new powder blue uniform can be worn at home and on the road. There is no schedule for when they'll wear it. They'll just wear it whenever they feel like it. The uniform also features navy blue lettering, striping, and player name numbers. The Blue Jays will also be wearing a special memorial patch on the sleeve of all their jerseys this season in memory of former player Tony Fernandez, who had passed away earlier this year. The patch features Tony's number 1 in the Blue Jays retro style font. Your World Series champions have made a few changes this year too. We have a brand new alternate white uniform featuring the national script across the chest. There are 2 new alternate caps, both featuring retro team logos, and the team will be wearing a special World Series champions patch on their sleeve because why not? You won. There's also a special gold trimmed version of their uniform, which the team may or may not wear for their opening day game. And that does it. That's it. Those are all your new uniforms and logos for the upcoming 2020 Major League Baseball season. If you want a little more detail on some of these changes, please check out the article on SportsLogos.Net. It sure has been a long time since we've got to watch some great Major League Baseball, so I'm really looking forward to seeing the games back and hope for the best for all the players and staff, that everyone can stay safe and healthy. Let's play ball.